You recently signed up to host a group, and now you're thinking, what in the world have I done? I don't know anything about leading a group. Well, most everyone feels this way at first. To help, I want to give you a few basic ideas on how to facilitate your group meeting. The first thing you want to do for your group is make time for fellowship. In the What is a Host video, we talked about serving a snack or having a meal. For the first few meetings, try and keep it simple. Make it a bring your favorite pizza or bring your favorite dessert night, just to help ease into things. Remember, it's your group, so do whichever seems best for you and the group. Regardless of your choice, where you serve a snack or you serve a meal, where you make plans for a meal or you just bring your favorite pizza, whatever it is, you want to make sure you have small talk as people arrive. Usually we tell people to plan for 20 to 30 minutes of fellowship time to serve a snack and talk about what's happened since you last met. During the fellowship time, let the conversation lead itself. Don't feel like you have to come up with icebreaker questions. If you want some, we have that we can email you, but just let the talk go wherever it wants to go. You maybe talk about the weather or college football or how your kids are doing in school. Regardless of what it is, it gives the group time to connect and enjoy one another's company. Next, you want to prepare the room where you'll meet. We like to say it's better to learn in circles rather than in rows. When you were in school, the teacher always stood at the front of the class and did all the talking, right? Well, we don't want your group to be like that. As a host, you want to set up your room in a circle. Have people sitting around in chairs so they can see one another. They can look at each other and not look at the back of somebody else's head, right? We want them to be able to see each other and hear what's saying. Now, don't feel like you have to move your sofa, your love seat, or anything else, but arrange it so people are not in rows. Circles make it easier for everyone to participate. You also want to remove any distractions. There may be things in your house that you're accustomed to, but they might be a distraction for other people, like your pets. You're better off putting pets in another room. You don't know what allergies people have or how comfortable they are around animals, so putting them in the pets in another room is what's best. Another thing you want to check is the temperature of the room. It's best to have a cooler room. As people come in, the temperature begins to get warmer, which can become uncomfortable. So try to make it cooler for people. Now, not so cool that they need a blanket, but just try to keep it cooler when they arrive so that when the room temperature rises, it's still comfortable. Next, the meeting should be an environment for people to talk. Remember, as a facilitator, it's your role to keep the discussion moving. People love to chase rabbits, so sometimes you're going to need to return them back to the original question and say, hey, guys, that's all interesting, but what the question was is this. Now, there are times that someone will get into something and it leads off topic directly, but indirectly, they're still talking about that. And that's okay. Just let it keep going because you never know. It may be leading the whole group in a place where they're able to deal with a situation or feelings or emotions or something they've been through. And God's able to use that to help everybody move past something. So it's okay for it to get off topic for a while, but just see when you need to lead it back to the original question. And then finally, I encourage you to begin and end on time. If your group is anything like mine, someone always shows up late. But if you start on time every time, eventually those late people will get tired of being late and will begin showing up at the beginning of the meeting. This keeps you from having to say anything to them, but it does let them know, hey, this is when we start, this is when we stop. For example, my group begins at 6:15 a.m. at Chick-fil-A, and I just let the guys come in and we talk about whatever they want to talk about. Then around 6:40 to 7:30, we have our discussion and prayer time. Because a lot of my guys have to leave Chick-fil-A just so they can get to work, we have to finish at exactly 7:30. So we need to start on time and we need to finish on time. So I would say this, don't let yourself get too worried about facilitating the group. Just make it a time to connect and have fun. This is your group. These are people that you know, so have fun with them while growing closer together and studying spiritual things, knowing that you're growing as friends in your journey with Christ. If you have questions or need anything, contact your coach or your BattleCreek groups team by emailing us at groups@battlecreekchurch.com.